Hello everyone, this is Victoria Violet, okay, cleansing my hands. Matter of fact, I don't know why. Well, I'm going to clean the outside too. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see if the Orishas will lend us their ache today. You know, I don't really shuffle this way because like I've said before, my hands are really small. They might look big that way, but next to me they're not. So normally I don't shuffle this way, but I'm just wanting to mix them up just a little bit because I would like a really good shuffle before I start reading. I'm only going to pick 5. I'm going to use the number of Oshun. And let's see what the Orishas have to tell us today. And let's see if they're talking about finances, life in general, or love. You know, one thing I don't like about us readers is that normally, I don't know why, but Spirit always wants to talk about love. Honestly, with the themes constantly coming out pretty much the same, I really want to hear about my finances. This is a Libra collective. It is timeless. I stopped putting, this time around on YouTube, I stopped putting dates. When you find the reading, that's when it's supposed to be found by you. And if it is something that suits you, that serves you well, wonderful. I hope and pray that whatever I post here is of help to someone that is in need, right? And I was just looking at my hair, and as usual, those that have been with me already for, you know, the last few weeks here on this wonderful channel of mine of Gypsy Roots, yeah, I was just saying, yeah, oh, que pretty, que pretty. In Spanish, it means, oh, you're so pretty. We all know there's Fraggle Rock hair right here, but it's okay, you know? I mean, it's a little more calm than normal. Normally, it looks bigger. Don't ask me. I think the 80s hair stayed. If you were born in the 80s or after, that means we had big hair. So I think the mentality of my hair stayed big is what I'm trying to say. It's got a mind of its own. Okay, Orishas. Los estoy llamando. ¿Qué es lo que quieren decir? ¿De qué quieren hablar? A todos los Libras. What do you want to say to all the Libras? I just want 5 cards. Nomás denme 5 barajas, por favor. 5 barajas, por favor. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay. It's funny because it's I think it's a mixture of both. I want to say, before I even get started, it looks like one is affecting the other, which sucks if you're a Libra that is having issues in a marriage or issues in a relationship. So you get the Queen of Pentacles is the first card, okay? So you get the Queen of Pentacles, which is the fresh water, right? And so she represents Oshun, okay? And then you get, of course, the 9 of Cups, okay? I always like to tell y'all what's on the table because, again, I don't have fancy equipment right now, so it's not overhead showing you all the cards. Then you get the Hierophant, okay? That's what that is on here, is El Papa. Okay? Suddenly I have a pain. A pain in my head. You get the 6 Pentacles, Seis de Oros. Okay? You get the 9 of all these herramientas, these tools. Okay? Espadas. These swords. For some of you out there, Your love life is affecting your finances. Something that should be beautiful, because I mean, come on, you get the Queen of Cups. Pretty much that's what she's representative, right? She's representative of the Queen of Cups. So we already have the cups on the table. What do the cups represent? Love, emotions. You literally get the Nine of Cups, which if you had one more, which honestly, we would say we got them 10, because she's got one in her hand. The Nine of Cups. And then the Hierophant. The Hierophant is here to bless this union, to bless this relationship, to say, yeah, it's ordained by God. What else do you want? Mira, aquí tienes. Aquí te va. Here you go. It's ordained by God. And I keep rubbing my head because I got a big pain in my head suddenly on this side, and now I'm getting it on my temples and everything, because it all revolves about money. Money is supposed to come freely. There's the help you need if you're in financial need. But here we go. It turns into the Nine of Swords. So then that's not the Eight of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords. So it's real. It's not an imagined heaviness. It's not an imagined blockage. It's a real freaking blockage. So the question is going to be, how do we resolve the love? How do we resolve the love relationship? And I'm going to tie it all up in just a second, because it is so beautiful. Look, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. We all know that that should end up in marriage. At the very least, it should be a Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell sort of thing, where it's a spiritual marriage. But everything that's halted is always about finances. So finances are being affected on both sides, for the man and the female and the male in this relationship, for the feminine and the masculine in this relationship. For these Libras I'm talking about, and it is specific, although it's a collective reading, the finances are always the issue. Why? I don't know. Let me tell you why I say I don't know. Because if it's being ordained by above, it shouldn't be an issue. Money should flow without issues. Should flow without issues. I don't even need my cards when it comes to this. I mean, I don't need my glasses when it comes to these cards, because I can see them clearly. It's what I meant to say. But there's a lot of confusion about this relationship. The Nine of Swords is not imagined. Even if it's self-imposed, it is very heavy. It is very heavy. But here's the thing. I sound like Joe Biden. But here's the thing. This is the end result. Look at them. That's the Nine of Coins. You get the Nine of Coins and you get the Nine of Cups. So this is a happy. This is a joy. This is something that's made in heaven. This is supposed to be long lasting. And you're supposed to have the money and the love. Lord. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the metaphysics. We're with the Orishas right now, but we're going to go into the chakras, which is totally different. Now we're going into the Asian, and now we're going to the Eastern Asian and the South Asian. Okay, boy, I'm getting hot all of a sudden. It's hot. I have the AC on if y'all can't hear it. This is for all Libras out there. Live and learn. When you have a really good, I'm not talking about the bad relationships. That's a story for another day. Let me tell you. That's a story for another day. When you have a fantabulous, I just made up a word. When you have a fantabulous love that's trying to take off, and there's no reasons why it shouldn't take off. No reasons why it should not take off, why it should not work. Again, story for another day. I'm not going in any further. I don't want this video super long. These are self-imposed, but they are blockages. because these are worries. So it's not like the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is where the person is tied and bound and there's swords all around them and they don't want to move out of that because they might get cut. They're afraid of getting cut. We're just saying it that way. This is not like that. These are real. These are real worries, real concerns, but they are still self-imposed. And I can say that with all certainty because the help or the money will be there. That's what this card, the Six of Coins, is telling me. The help or the money should be there. It'll be there. If you just stop worrying so much, stop making this a reality. Stop it. Whoever's out there putting finances in a woe, in a, oh, I don't have it. You guys, most of y'all are too young to remember the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the henny penny, the sky is falling, the sky, it's like the little boy that cried wolf. It's going to happen sooner or later if you keep crying wolf. If you keep saying the sky is falling, then sooner or later the sky will accommodate you. And it'll keep falling. It'll be raining swords. Okay, metaphysically, when you're dealing with the chakras, okay, we have the crown, third eye, throat. We got the heart chakra right here. What do we love with? What do we feel with? We don't feel with that. That's a different feeling. That's a passion. Love comes from right here, brothers and sisters. I'm sorry to preach. Heart chakra. What the fuck is this connected to? Your hands, your arms. What do your hands do for you? They collect money. You grab the money with your hands, don't you? You receive with your hands, don't you? So when you decide it's too scary or this is too much or the problems are bigger than the love or the opportunities to take this love to another level or to have this love, because we're not going to have, guess what? Again, the universe, God, the great I am says, well, I wasn't thinking about that, but if you want to be poor, okay, you want to have problems financially, okay, I'll accommodate you. Remember, what is this saying? Where you direct your energy, where you direct your thought process, where you direct the energy, it grows. So if you're going to direct it to the negative, well, brothers and sisters, hallelujah, you just came to church to learn that your self-imposed poverty is your own doing. There was no problems. There is no problems. There's no problems. Look, Fraggle Rock Hair says there's no problems. There's no problems. And let me tell you, again, yes, these issues are real, but they're heavy because they're self-imposed. Like going to shop. I used to shop in Germany, right? And they give you a little basket. They don't give you the big old carts in those days. And so you go putting, into your own basket, because you bring your own basket to shop, or you bring your own bags. They wouldn't give you reusable bags, paper bags, plastic bags. That's what I'm talking about. You have to bring your own. So you brought a basket that you put your groceries in, or you brought your own reusable bags. Okay. Well, you just put all of these in the basket. You said, oh, that first sword wasn't heavy enough. That first sword wasn't big enough. That first sword wasn't mean enough. It wasn't, enough anxiety. Let me put an anvil in there. Yeah. Let me cause myself even more heaviness. A lot of people, when you have a good thing, someone wrote on the comments, I think it was yesterday, my heart goes out to you, my dear, that you're with someone that, unfortunately, different parenting, right? And also, not only different parenting skills come into play, but our children, even if we have 3 children, they all have different personalities. So I'm sorry you're having problems with his child, and I'm sorry that's separating you. But do you understand what I'm saying now? Those are even imposed that are by the self, because we put those in the basket, right? Depending. Now, if it's a 15-year-old, okay, 16-year-old, okay. A 17-year-old, we got to start thinking about it. An 18-year-old, get your own place and get your own job. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm talking like an American right now. Right? But if the person that you're with, well, they decide to be that type of person that puts, them first. Okay, well, if they're 15, 16, 17, that's different. I hope it can work out for you. But right now, what we're talking about is making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, finances are in question. Finances are in question. Have you talked about finances to each other? To make sure that that subject's covered, that is going to be taken care of, that there's no reason for anxieties, there's nothing left to chance. Nothing. And then this, we can throw it away. It's not an issue anymore. Sure, times will come in everybody's life when you get problems that are of the financial sort, but they'll be short-lived. But not if you decide to keep all this in your basket. Holy shit, I mean, come on. You got 8 swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you got 9 swords and an anvil. So you didn't think it was heavy enough with all the swords, the metal of the swords, making your basket heavy enough. No, let me put an anvil in there. And that's human nature. Human nature is, I'm scared, so my fear is going to build problems. I'm scared, so I'm going to make problems so that I can then say, see, there's problems. If I have a dress on, put this down for a second. If I have a dress on and I see the hem, and it's not a comparison by the same weight of category, but it's still in the same sort, right? So I have a dress on and I look down at the hem. And as I look down, I see there's a thread, and I start pulling and pulling and pulling, and I'm just pulling and pulling and pulling, and by the time I know it, the whole hem is undone. What did I just do? I created a problem. There was an issue, but there wasn't a problem. If I would have left it alone, I could have done 2 things. 1, get scissors, cut it. 2, I could have looked at it, and if it needed to be rehemmed a little bit, this teeny weeny little tiny bit, then I would have gone ahead and done it. And now I have all this big old problem because it came all the way around. It came off. Do you get the idea now of what I'm trying to convey? You already convinced yourself there's issues. Now you're putting the issues in the basket to make sure that there's issues. So I cannot ever tell you guys what to do in your lives. This is just information to make educated decisions, to give you words of wisdom, to give you another side of the story, to be able to pick and choose what you're going to do with your life. Because of course, as I always say, God gives you free will. The Orishas and I are just here to tag along and see what you're going to do, right? We're just the flies on the wall. But let me tell you what the ending story is. If you decide that you don't need these, you can take them out and put them away, that you understand there's going to be more than enough money. Look, I'm going to say something, and of course I'm talking to those that believe in a God, not satanic God. God will always provide. God will always make a way. God will always find a way for you to have more than enough. And look at the ending. The fool. If you allow yourself to calm the hell down, step away from the basket of swords and anvil, leave the swords in there, but kick it to the side. You don't need it. Just put it to the side. We can put it away later. That's how unimportant it is. If you believe that your God will always provide for you, you get a brand spanking new beginning. I'm sighing of relief because you know what, you guys, sometimes the cards, because we are empaths, some of us that do readings, this is a lot of heavy energy and weight, because I can feel the anxieties of the other person in your life saying, but there's problems, but we're lacking money, or but there won't be any money, or but there'll be shortages, or but it's going to cause problems, or but there's a lot of buts. And I don't mean to say it like that to where everybody's going to start showing me their backside. Come on, guys. Everything is hard if we want it to be. Do you know how hard it was? I'm not kidding. Do you know how hard it was for me to take this off? You want to know why? Because yesterday I hurt my thumb so bad that I had little to no sleep. I don't know if you can see my bags. Little to no sleep because I wanted to make sure I didn't end up on top of it, because sometimes I sleep on my face and I put my arm under my pillow, and I wanted to make sure not to sleep on it because I wanted to heal it up as much as possible today, because it's not a bad sprain, but it's a sprain that I gave myself yesterday. So I couldn't open my fucking bottle of water. So anything in life can be hard. Anything in life can be hard. Anything can be hard if we make it hard, or if it just simply is hard. What's that saying? Anything hard is worth having, is worth working for. Worth working for. The only thing I want to leave you guys with is, what's the value of this beautiful love? Of this beautiful relationship? Oh, my ever loving. That's why I don't like turning over the cards, because the storyline just keeps going. Again, God's saying, pish posh. Money? Okay, I'll bring it. Your new beginning. Look at the next card. Look at the next card. Do you not see the coins? It's the 10 of coins. Reminds me of that. Reminds me of that movie. I think it's the Hangover, and he goes, motherfucker. Yeah. Look at the coins, motherfucker. Look at the coins. You don't believe in your God. Why would God give you such a beautiful relationship and then not give you the funding? The Bible says that God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. He's not hungry. And if he needed anything, it says he would not ask you. But we ask on a daily basis. So have you talked to God? Are you listening? My ear's there. Are you listening to your God? Because this is what you're hearing. And I got an idea that you're not really hearing your God. You're hearing your own voice go, and then there's going to be this problem, sword number 1. And then there's going to be that problem, sword number 2. And then I'm going to have this other problem, sword number. You get the idea. And then there's going to be another big problem because nobody's going to like. So again, oh my God, I gotta stop. Look, the 6 of Cups, which is a marriage card. You guys are gonna fucking make me cry again, and I'm not gonna cry. Remember, I'm an empath. Look at this marriage card again. You got the Hierophant now. You got the 6 of Cups. Fucking shit. This is ordained by God. If you throw this away, that's on you. Oh my God. I want to stop. Please stop showing me these cards, Spirit. You get the Star card. Whoever out there that I'm talking to, you're ruining something that God ordained. Get the 4 of Wands, another marriage card. Oh my God. Guys, I need to stop. I will never be able to load this. You get Judgment. Oh my God. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Oh my God. You even get a Libra card. I'm gonna stop. This is real, okay? Fears can be real. Problems can be real, but they also can be minimal. But the more we worry, because that's what the swords represent, a heaviness, the more we worry about it, the more they become real. Anything you lend your energy to grows. I'm going to leave this at that because this was a beautiful reading the Orishas put forth for you. It did end up being both, look at me, look, I'm a hot mess. It did end up being both financial and love. And it gave advice on both when it came to relationship. So the choice is yours, but y'all need to stop making me cry with y'all's damn Nine of Swords cards, because life is so fucking short, man. And again, potty mouth, sorry, but you know what? I keep it real. And why are you gonna ruin a beautiful God-sent relationship with your bag, your hang-ups, your bag of hang-ups? You know? Don't do that. Work things out. Whoever it is I'm talking to out there, cross watchers, work it out. Work it out in your head. Work it out with a preacher, a pastor, a psychologist, with your God, on your knees. Go walking. Take a deep breath. Meditate on it. Pros and cons like I used to do when my kids were little, man. Paper. Line right down the damn middle. Pros, cons. Pros, cons. Write all your pros of why it would work. Write all your cons. Whatever, however you have to do it to make sure you come to the right decision. But if I were you, which I'm not, you have your free will. I'm just here as the messenger. The Orishas say this is a relationship, a marriage even, that will be ordained by God, because as you saw the Hierophant telling you, this is a beautiful relationship. If you throw it away, you throw it away. But I will tell you, you continue that hurt, that cycle of hurt, and nothing gets resolved, you're shutting your money down for both sides. Because if both sides are like, I love so much, and this cannot be had because we can't come to a meeting of the minds and we can't move forward, then both sides have money issues because of that. Because your heart chakra has to be open for you to love. Your heart chakra has to be open for you to receive. Now you got both the Orishas and Chakras 101. May God bless you. This is Victoria Violet. Till we meet again. Many blessings to you both.